everybody, it's Brenda with Foxy's Creations, and so today we are going to make another little flippy foldy thing with to go in the journal itself. And so we got a bunch of hinges here that are ready to go. I already prepped them with tape and everything on the back. And then here's all the component parts to make the flippy foldy thing. So, including a little mini journal. So I'm going to set that, which I've already gone through and we'll flip through it and everything. But yeah, I decorated it already because y'all don't need to see all that. So, let's see. I have it all in order of how I want this to go. But then I thought I should rethink it because these pages on this side have these little images. I don't know if y'all can see those. So I'm thinking putting these on the backs. So what we're going to do, flip it over and just put them on the back sides to decorate this side. And so we're going to do that part first on all of these. Hope y'all are liking what I'm doing so far with the journal. And with this kit. Now these came off of the pages that I printed out. I need to slide that up some. That didn't have the hinges on them. And I cut them apart. So that's where all these images came from. They came from those pages. So those pages are still in the kit. They're just in the kit in a different kind of way. And let me trim because that didn't get on there how it should. Okay, so there's that one. And then we're going to decorate the back. So I'm just going to lay it aside for a moment so I have room to work. And we're going to flip this one over and we're going to put this. I don't want to have to trim it off. How does the bird look? He is sitting like that, but I don't want him. Well, I could sit him like that on the other side. Let's flip it over. He is sitting, and we'll just trim this little piece off over here. There we go. So now I can make him sit up straight. He'd be straight and tall. So I've been having a lot of fun with this. I made some other, I'll show you, embellishments. I've also made some tags from those pages. If I did everything I'm doing on camera, it would take forever. Well, it wouldn't take forever. It would just be some really long process videos. So I'm going to show you what I made and try to explain what I've done for some of it. Okay, so we're going to set the birdie up like that. And I may need to trim that off again. That's fine. Yep, a little bit of trimming. So I prepared some stuff in advance because I knew it was going to take a moment. Now see, I cut this because I knew we were going to put a pocket down here. Let's see what else I have. I may change that flower. Oh, we can do this one on the other side. I think that's a good choice. And we're going to have to trim some, but that's okay. We'll just glue it down. Because I had one plan, and I trimmed pieces according to that plan, or that piece anyway, and then I changed my plan. So I can just use that piece somewhere else. It'll all be good. And I kind of want to turn this like that. Let me get a paper towel. And here's the last one. And this is the same flower that's in the image. We're just going to put it on the back, thusly. So, I did create a playlist for this series, you guys. So if you go into my playlist, you're going to see the Artzology playlist. And that is, or it's Artzology June project playlist. And that's going to be all of these videos for this project. I'm trying to get better at creating playlists for the videos to make it easier if you guys wanted to watch like a series or something like that. So the A to Z series now has a playlist. The iCats have a playlist. So there's that one. So now what we're going to do, we are going to turn them over and line them back up on here. They're not all going to go. So take the fourth one off, so we have room to work with the first three. We'll put that one back in a moment. And I'm going to line them up on this grid. So that they're all lined up. And I don't want that much space between. We do want some space, but not quite as much as there is, because we are going to use the hinges again. Okay, so I have already planned out pockets. There's going to be a pocket here, this pocket here, this pocket here. This pocket's going to go on that one when we get to it. And we already have stuff to go in our pockets. So let's take these away. And I'm just going to fold it. And this is from one of the papers in the kit. And then there's coffee dye to bring in the little coffee dye journal. Oh, I closed that too much. You know what, though? I think I want to just glue it down, because I know my ephemera will fit. So don't even fold it. And then I can just trim off. I want to trim it. Here, let's do this. I will trim off this side. Like thusly. I'm going to have to do that to all of them. Then we're just going to apply glue to 3 sides. This side. This side. And this side. And we will slide it down into place. Getting on here, there it goes. Okay, so we have this pocket And all I'm doing is just going around the edges. Oops, don't pull up our bird tail. Let me glue that down. There's no glue under his little tail. Now there is. Okay. So we have that pocket. We're going to set that aside. Well, we're going to trim it again because it's hanging over the edge a tiny bit. There we go. Now we're going to come here and do this one. Same thing. Oh, that one is like perfect already. No, it's not. I want that dark edge at the top, though. Let's line this up and flip it over and do this little trimmy right here. Okay. I'm going to get the glue off the table so I don't glue anything down. Same thing. Just around the edges. If I can get my glue to come down. And we're just going to do a little thin bead of glue. After my video from yesterday got put up, it was an hour and 32 minutes. So I'm trying by doing some things ahead, like prepping the hinges and that. We won't be an hour and 32 minutes today, I hope. Okay, and there's nothing to trim on that one. Just pressing it down to make sure my paper's all adhered. Set that aside to dry for a second. Clean the glue off the table so I don't glue something down that I don't want to. Okay, we're going to do this one, which I really want this flower to stay on here. So, we're going to get it, turn it over, and we're going to snippy. And these are the arches that I cut out of those pages that we worked on. Oh, you haven't seen those pages. Okay, we'll get back to those. I'll show you the page where these came from. Well, we had arch pages, and we made the doors on it. I printed out another set of arch pages and cut the arches out. And I'll show you why. And then, so I didn't want to waste these papers. They're pretty. So we're going to use the arches this way, and then I'll show you what I did with those pages, the outer frames of the arches. So we've made, that will have been 2 things made from those arch pages. Well, actually 3, counting this. This journal, when I get everything in it, is going to be a very fluffy little puffy thing. But if you've been watching my channel for a minute, you know that I do fluffy puffy. Always fluffy puffy. Fluffy puffies. Always. It's like my thing. Put that up there to dry for a second. Respray and wipe the table again. Only because I don't want to glue stuff down that I don't want. I want this turned around so the dark side's at the top. When I coffee dye paper, I always get that dark edge. I think it's really pretty. Okay. And there are faint lines on here, so I'm going to line that up with a line on here, because I know that that edge is straight. So now I can cut this. And it will be straight when I put it on. So we're just going to do the 3 edges again. And And we are going to need magnets, but I don't know where to put them yet. And I'm going to use 2 magnets today. I just don't know where I'm going to put the magnets, because we're going to need this to stay closed. And I'm going to trim a little bit off over here. Make sure that I got that lined up correctly. Yes, it looks straight. Okay, wipe the table off again. Now we're going to start working with the hinges. So, these 2 need to be the furthest apart because I have a journal, a mini journal going in between. So I want these hinges to be maybe 1/4 of an inch to allow for, I'm going to put these on a line and set them up, to allow for that journal to have room. So I'm going to use my grid to line it all up. Okay. Now I just have to figure out, how do I want the hinge? I know I want probably a hinge on the pocket and a hinge up here. These need to get ready to bend the other way. I think that's the way I'm going to do them. So I'm going to pull off the double-sided tape, which I've already applied. I have a brand new bottle of, this is not it, tacky glue. Which I'm going to apply. And Miss Muffet is in here snoring as usual. Okay, and I want the little side of the hinge over here. And we are just going to place that like that. Make sure it's not going to glue to my table. Make sure we are 1/4 of an inch apart, and we are. Okay, put this back on the line. Oh, that one shifted. This whole little page shifted just a tiny bit. Let's see if I can pull it. Yep. There we go. But I need to make sure I have 1/4 of an inch. I do. And I'm going to pull off this tapes. I love these hinges. And once I saw the pages with the hinges, at first I wasn't sure. But then I was like, it would be cool if they were in other places besides just the pages. That was when the idea was born. To do other things with the hinges. So we're going to put this one here. And I'm going to wipe up the excess glue. And get the glue off the table. Because I don't want my booklet, my flip, or I don't know what to even call this because it's not a trifold. It's a quadruple fold. So a quad fold, I guess. If there is such a thing. Okay, so we're going to slide this over. We want to go back to this line here And we need this one to be, now this one's not going to be 1/4 of an inch because I don't have to make room for this journal. So these can be a little bit closer together. So I'm going to pull my hinges off. Or not my hinges, the tapes on the hinges. Peel their backings. Oops, that one's not stuck down good. There we go. And that one is hanging off the edge a little bit. And I know we don't want that. And I just degunked my scissors earlier. They're going to get gunked again. Uh-oh, way too much glue. So we're going to put the thinner part opposite. Oh, we got to slide this down. That looks good. And I press it into place. Get another paper towel. I go through a lot of paper towels. And get the excess glue off. Just dab it. Turn our thing straight again. Get the next hinge. And I see that I need to really trim some tape before I peel my tape. There we go. Okay. Oh, stuck to me. And we're going to try to get it opposite of where that one is. That's about good right there. And I'm just eyeballing it, you guys. Okay. We're going to slide it over again. This one again only needs to have a small space between. Let's get it lined up though. That, I think, looks good. And we're going to peel the hinges. And this time the big side, I'll go over here. Good Lord. And I'm laying it down, so I don't see how it has time to go back up in the bottle. But it seems to. And we're going to turn this one around, big side to there. It needs to go up a little bitty bit before I press it into place. And that's what the glue is allowing us to do, because once you press on that tape, it ain't going to move. Okay. I'm going to move this off to the side. to dry for a minute, and I'm going to show you the journal that I made to go in it. Let me get the glue off the table first, because we don't want our journal to get glued down. And I'm just cleaning it with alcohol. And I'm sorry for the squeaky noise. Okay. Let me hit close on this message. So the journal that I made to go in there is this. I had coffee dyed paper. Well, I already had the coffee dyed paper. This is going to be a tuck spot. This is a tuck. I just decorated the top of that page. Another tuck here, a decoration. A tuck here, a decoration. Decoration and tuck. This is a tuck spot. This is a little pocket. Little butterfly decoration. Another little pocket. Oh, I hope I have something small enough to go in there. Another flower. And all of this came from those pages in the kit. And then we have this pocket. And then we have our back. And this is what's going to go in that larger gap. So we have room to do that. Now, while we're waiting, let's see. These all go in those pockets. I made some tags out of papers from the kit. Okay, that one's not going to fit there. Let's try a different one. This will fit here. So we'll put that one in there. That one will fit there. And then is that big enough? Yep. That one there. I may need to put that somewhere special. I may not have enough tags made. Slide that one in there. Slide this one up here. Well, I mean, we have tags that came in the kit. Where did they go? Oh, wait, I do have more tags that I made. I made tags out of the belly band that I printed on purple. Will it fit in this pocket? No. Okay, so let's find one of the other tags that will fit in the pocket. This one will. And we need another one of those for over here. Okay, hang on. We'll swap this little tiny tag for this tag. Okay. And we need one more tag. Let's see if this will work. It will not work. We're going to put one of the journaling cards in here. Thusly. So this is our journal that's going to go in our trifold or quadruple fold. So we're going to get it back. And it's going to go here. And I cut it. Oh, wow, that slid way. Looks like it slid. Let me redo this hinge system. Too much of a gap, I think. We're going to try to redo it. If I can get it up, I can move it over and it won't matter. I just don't like how it looks from the back. I really don't like how it looks from the back. Okay, very carefully pull that up. See if we can get this one. This one's working much easier. Okay. So we're going to move it closer together. I don't think it needed 1/4 of an inch, you guys. Back to the tacky glue. Oh, glory be. I have enough tacky glue for 3 hinges. Okay, let me get this off my fingers. I just did not really like how that looked on the back. And that's going to go like that. That's much better. Now, I'm going to turn this over, and we can see where our hinges need to go. So, and this should be like this. We're going to just pull the tapes off. And that time I didn't get enough glue. That's funny. Goodness gracious. So today, I'm recording this on Wednesday night, just so you guys will know, because it's probably not going to go live before Friday, Thursday or Friday. Today on my channel, we did Kings as our letter K project. And I told a story about how I had met King Haile Selassie of Asmara. It was Asmara, Ethiopia, Africa, when we were there. Daddy was in the army. He came to my kindergarten class. Oh no, I will wipe that extra glue up. He came to my kindergarten class and we got to meet him. It was really cool. The best part that I remember, besides all the gold he had on, and no one ever wore that much gold that I knew, was that I was 4.5, and he wasn't much taller than me at 4.5, which was cool because most adults are older than are taller than children, but he wasn't. He's a very small man in stature. And I need to trim this piece of tape before I pull tape. There we go. And we're going to pull it. Nope, not that glue. This glue. The other thing that happened when we lived in Africa was my brother Joel was born over there. And I already had 2 brothers. I didn't want another one. When Mother asked me what kind of baby did I want, I told her I wanted a girl baby. I thought you could order them. I didn't know. So I just thought you just said what kind you wanted, and you went to go to the hospital and you picked out one and you brought it home. So they came home with him and he was a boy. I told my mother that they gave her the wrong baby and she needed to take him back and get us a girl one because he was wrong. I didn't understand why, if you could tell them what kind of, since they asked me what I wanted and I could tell them, I didn't understand why we had to keep him at 4.5. Just didn't understand why we had to keep Joel. But we had to. They made us keep him. And we get along pretty good. He's like 5 years younger than me. I was actually 5 when he was born. He's 5 years, I had turned 5. He's 5 years younger than me, which is a big enough age gap, I think, that we get along pretty good. But still, I would rather have had a girl. Okay, and this one goes big side this way. I don't know yet exactly how all this is going to fold. Boy, that looks pretty on camera. I just looked at my screen on the computer. It looks really pretty on camera. So this is something that you could do as one component thing and put a little journal in it, and it folds up. They have a place to store ephemera because there's pockets and stuff in there. The journal, the little mini journal has pockets. So lots of different things, and the big one goes over here that you could do. And I love that this kit had these really big, pretty, vibrant flowers in it. Okay. Let me de-glue my fingers with some alcohol and a paper towel. I gotta figure out the magnets. That's the thing. Or we may put a closure on here that would just need one, you know, it's going to still need two magnets. We just have to figure out how that's going to work. Ooh, I don't want to wipe my fingers off with glue. I'm trying to get glue off of me, not put more on me. Well, I'm going to probably end up with more, but... So, leave comments below about what you think. I think this is gorgeous, just like it is. But we are about to flip it over. Again. Okay. So I have a card. Okay, we may not use the cards. I have a tag for each pocket. Or I may have to trim them a little bitty bit. Okay. Now, for the journal part, I still have glue on my fingers. I kind of really did want these to go in there. Well, that one works. Maybe if I put the bigger, these are bigger. And then, where's the other little one? Oh, no. I had two little ones and two big. Oh, here it is. Maybe these, yes. We'll go like that. That'll work. As long as they don't get glued in. I'm not going to put them all the way in, guys, because I don't want them to get glued. Now for our journal. This is what we're going to do. I don't know how this is going to work. Let's see. I am not sewing it. And I really don't want to trim these papers again. How am I going to do this? I know. Let me get it. Let's do this. Get it to the middle. Get it where I want it. As far as getting it lined up and all that. Where's the hinge? Okay. I'm going to take this one. I had another little clamp. There it is. That's all we need. Now my stapler's ugly. It's old and ugly, but it works. And I may have to move this out of my way. Find my hinge. Find the middle of my paper. Oh, it's not going to go far enough. No. Or is it? It's on the seam. Yep, it's in the seam. And it stapled it there, which that doesn't make sense. That's not going to work for me. Let's see. Hang on, guys. Nope. Let me undo. I don't like it. We may sew it. Which was not my plan. But I don't like how this came out. I'm going to nip those little staple legs off. I didn't plan to sew it in, but we are about to sew it in because I don't like it. Y'all are getting to see me make all kind of mistakes, I'm telling you. So, it's only going to be a 2-hole pamphlet stitch because we don't have anything here, and I'm not putting a hinge there. So, I took my clamps off. I'm going to reclamp it. Reclamp it. Okay, and I'm going to get my, and I'm not even going to poke holes. I'm just going to get the needle, get some cream colored thread that has a knot in it for whatever reason. It shouldn't have, oh no, it's got a fuzzy on it. I was going to say it shouldn't have a knot. Now, I use a doll needle. If you watched any of my videos, I use this really big needle. And I don't even know if there is such a thing as a 2-hole pamphlet stitch, but I'm going to poke a hole here. And come out over here. And, you know, we could have used elastic for this, but we're not going to do that either. I'm going to go in the middle of this hinge. Oh, no. Oh, please get them off my table. And we're just going to tie a knot. I think that will hold. I'm not sure because I've not done it this way before. Normally you do 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Oh, and that's not tight enough. Look at that. Definitely not tight enough. Okay. So here's what we're going to have to do, I think. We may have to put a 3rd hinge on the outside only so I can do a 3-hole. So I have to cut another hinge. And I've already unclamped it. This is going to be fun. Let's reclamp. Hang on. Let's line it back up. We're going to, we're going to turn that foot in. I think it'll be okay, even though. Okay, we're going to let me get a hinge. I'm just going to fussy cut this out real quick. Off camera. No. Okay. So now I'm going to get the double-sided tape. And I know that this hinge is going to fold this way. So I'm going to go in and get it ready to fold this way by prepping it to fold this way. That's crooked. There we go. And we need to open this up flat, because I need this hinge to go here. So we're going to get the double-sided tape. And get the glue. Okay, and it goes little side this way. And that looks like a crowded bunch of hinges, but we need this hinge to do 3-hole pamphlet stitch, unfortunately. It's going to be fine. It's just on that one flap, because the 2-hole just wasn't going to hold it. So now I need to find my thread bin so I can get out a thread. Sorry for the rattling. And since we get to choose, I think, where's another pink? I really think that's pretty on camera. It looks really pretty with those colors. So I think we're just going to stop there and get that one. And then I can stop making rattling noises on camera. And close my bin back up. Okay, because I think this is pretty. So now, I need a length of thread. There we go. That will work. And I generally always get too much, you guys. Oh. I'm going to move my stapler since we're not using it. Okay. Back to the board. Now we got to poke a hole in the middle, because we didn't have a hole in the middle. Is everything lined up? Yes. And this is the middle. And I'm going to eyeball it. I want it to go right there. Why is it not wanting to? There we go. Come back here. Go back through this hole. And that's not what we want to do. I don't want to poke new holes in my signature here. So the good news is I can see where I poked the first time. That is not where I poked. There's that one. And we lost our tag, but that's okay. Pull that up. I'll put the tag back in the pocket in a minute. Okay. Now, we are going to go back down here to this hole. I'm going to have to unhook it. And we want to go through. The hole we made originally. And untangle from our booklet. Oh my word. And, okay. I am losing my tags. So now we have that. I'm going to unclamp it. Get rid of that. We're going to go back through the middle hole again. Okay, I have way too much thread. Oh my gosh, my desk is getting very messy. I'm going to snip all of that off. Pull the thread out, put it in the scrap package, put that back on its magnet. Okay, you want to make sure you have a thread on each side of this middle string. Pull this way gently. You don't want to rip your paper. Tie it. I always do 3 times. Tie it. Tie it. And snip it. My scissors are still sticky. Okay, so there's this. Then I was thinking, hang on, we got to put our tags back. Where did our tag? This and this tag came from somewhere. Did it come from? I think it came in here. Uh-oh. That was probably there. Let's look for a pocket that's missing a tag. Aha. There. Okay. So, we just have to get our everything to fold. Then I was thinking of like this. So I would need a magnet here and in here so that when these are closed, they stay closed. So what we need to do, we need a magnet here and here. So let's take this out and let's take this out. And let's see what kind of paper. I don't want to, I wish I had a yellow scrap of paper, not cardstock. Let's see what we got. This would work because we're going to see the magnet. At this point, we're going to see our magnet. Well, not CC, but yeah. Let's see what we can do about a decoration, maybe. Something cute. That could cover a magnet up. This could definitely cover up a magnet. And it's pretty at the same time. So let's see what else we have. I'm looking at all the stuff that I've cut out now. Oh, maybe that's kind of big. I kind of like, is there a bigger black and white something? Or something we could maybe make smaller, like that. And then just so it's not obvious that we put something there, we have some butterflies. So like we could put a butterfly and a butterfly, and it kind of makes it look intentional because our magnets are going to be under here. So let's glue some stuff on. Now the first magnet, it doesn't matter. It's the second magnet that we're going to make be attracted to this magnet that matters. And I'm going to use the stronger magnets today. So, oh, got my scissors. Let's put them up here where there's not something. I need the small double-sided tape. We're going to put a little square on here. Okay, which side is the sticky side? Side on my finger. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can get it on the magnet. Yes. I'm going to put it here. Now I'm going to put glue on our flower. And make sure I press it all the way around that magnet. Oops, we don't want to wrinkle it up. We just want to press it firmly into place. Okay. So we know it's going to go like this. And that magnet is, where is our magnet? Right here. So it's where's the other magnet? It's where, it looks like right about here. Let's just tape it down. And I don't even know if that's the correct way to tape it, so hang on. This always gets me. Did I lose my tape again? Oh. Okay, for it to stick to here, it has to be in here like this. So, like that. I hope I got this right. Okay, I gotta quit doing my tape that way. Nope. I want the tape on the bottom. This magnet is here, so this magnet needs to go to here. Let's see if we got it. We don't have it. So I bet it was supposed to go the other way. So I'm going to rub this tape off. And we're going to do it again. Magnets are tricky. Tricky little boogers. Tricky, tricky, I say. Okay. Magnet's there. If we come straight across, this one needs to go here somewhere. Let's just see if we can get it to snap. Where's the magnet? Okay. So, that side, okay, hang on. This side goes up. Actually, it goes down. Now, let's see what we got. It's only going through this piece and this piece. Maybe they're just not lined up right. And this is where your scissors come in. Oh, I want that tape not there. There we go. I mean, it's going to get covered up anyway, but magnet. There's no reason that this magnet going through this one piece of card here and this one here going through one piece of card can't work. I need it to go here. Where is that? I'm just going to make a mark. Right? It may just not have been in the right spot. I'm going to glue it. Because the magnets are not going through layers. We're only going through one layer, and these are strong magnets. Magnets here, wait a minute. It's here. So when that's folded over, oh, wait a minute. Let's just close this down. Where is our magnet? Our magnet's not in the right spot. There is that magnet. So when all else fails, back to scissors and magnet movement. Scissors. Okay, hang on. I want to see if it can close on the scissors, if they're in there. And it doesn't seem to be. Okay, well, let's do this. I know here's this magnet, and if I put this magnet here, say, versus in here, we're going to get a closure. As long as it's in the right spot, we're going to get a closure. Oh, I see, I see. The magnet needs to be almost at that hinge. Oh, see, we have a third hinge here. That could be our problem. We're having to go through a third piece of card. But let's see. What if it's there? Will it close? It grabbed it from there. So if we go in here, that third hinge is right about here. But we can't be on the hinge. We got to be just past the hinge. Right about there. We're going to try it one more time on the inside. And if this doesn't work, I'm putting it on the outside. Okay. Flap it. Flap it. Magnet. Where's this magnet? I may have it turned over the wrong way. Let's flip it. That's the problem, too. Getting the magnet turned correctly. Okay. That's not working. So, let's get all of our excess glue off. Where's the magnet at? Okay, flip it over. There we go. So here's what we're going to do this time. We know it's there. Oh, Lordy. Where'd my tape go? I have lost the double-sided. Here it is. It's tape. Because we need this to be closed. So I'm just going to put tape on here. Tear it off. This is going to be a longer video than I thought. Because our magnet's giving us fits. Okay. Now I'm going to close this book. And where's the magnet going to end up? Right there. So we're going to put a butterfly. Not that one. I don't like that butterfly either. What if we did a bird? I got birds. Like we have this bird here. Nope. Let's see what we can do. Maybe a little flower. We got this pretty rose. That's where our magnet needs to be. Let's see, what kind of little stuff do we got up here? Because the bird's not going to work. Oh, we got some blossoms. And that just looks funny. You know what? Where's the flower that we were going to use? Okay, we used that one here and that butterfly. Our dragonfly's not big enough. And that doesn't look like it goes. What we need is another rose of some kind. So let's just see what we can find in our little stuff. Oh, I got stuff under my board. Little things under the board. But unfortunately, the things under the board aren't big enough. So let's just look through. I'm going to be back over here looking through my cutouts to see what have I got. We have that flower with a butterfly. Let me see. Let me look at that on camera. Now, I kind of like that. It could butt right up against the hinge, which would cover our magnet. Kind of give a three-dimensional thing. Yeah, I like it. This is what we're going to do. And that's way too much glue. So I'm going to have glue all over my fingers again. Okay. Just going to put this right here on this hinge. Make sure we get it all pressed down around that magnet real good. And remove the excess glue. And let's make sure our book will close now. Oh, this little leaf, let's fix that. I noticed that a minute ago. It's not stuck down. And we need it to be. Now let's see if our book will close correctly. Really? Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. We know that's the right way for the magnet to go. Why is it not closing? Okay. If it won't close, can we take this all back off of here? No. So we now have a magnet that doesn't close. That's fine. We're going to wrap this with seam binding and be done. And it might close once all the glue has had time to dry. But this is the front. It's going to be what's going to be on the front. Then you open it. You have your little journal. You flip. And we need to put these cards back in their pocket. So what we're going to do is, I have a long piece of seam. Well, it's not long, but it's long enough. Just to put on here. And then I'm going to make a pocket for this to go in the journal. Okay? But you could easily make stuff like this. These little quadruple folds. And these flowers are gorgeous. And the magnet may work once it's had time for the glue to settle. We just may be going, you know, with the glue. And I had a baggie that these were in. And then they go back up on my tripod so I can find them. Okay, so there's this. It's going in the journal. Oh. Hang on. I just found my other cards that were supposed to go in. Those all have cards. Why are we sticking? Oh, because we put stuff. Okay, we're going to need to put something, because that didn't look good. But these cards go back in this pocket. And I will deal with that. That flap goes like that, and that goes like that. And this doesn't tie on that side. It ties on this side. There we go. So that's going to go in our journal. Let's move all our little cutouts. I did go ahead and line the papers up. So I'm going to flip through here with you guys so you can see that. And then you'll see where the archways are. The other set of archways. So this is our cover. I don't know how I'm going to embellish the cover yet. And some of these pages are going to have lace and stuff added to them. And then I did use a TLC kit that had flower words on it, quotes for flowers. And I tried to line up the pages to match the quotes. Did I skip a page? And that's the only extra that's in here that is not part of Deb's kit from Artzology. This is the other arch. So in here we have, oh, it slipped out crooked. Nope. What is going on? I had them out today. There we go. It's a clear pocket. And that's supposed to be opposite a flower page, so it's in the wrong spot. So I need to, wait a minute, we'll just do this. Next page should be a flower page. That's where it's supposed to be. So this comes out. It's a pocket. And it does have, I made inserts for these. No, I made inserts for this pockets. Okay, so this is just going to be an empty pocket for whoever has the journal to fill. This goes back in here, and then we flip, and that's the other side. And we're just going to continue our flip through. And then here is one of these little pages we created with the flip outs. And there's a pocket here that needs a tag in it. So while we have tags over here somewhere, these tags are too big. Huh. Well, let's see if we can get a journaling card down in there. I may have to make some narrower tags. That's not a problem. Why is it not going? There it goes. So, it's our book pages. So there we go. And then you open this. This is the center of the book. A pocket with a tag. We need a tag. A tall tag. Tall, thin tag. That's not thin enough. Or it's too thin. Well, I will make one out of probably, I thought I had some scrap. I may make one out of the belly band and put here. Out of one of the belly bands from the kit, but we'll put one. And then on the back we have the other flip out, which also needs a tag. And then we have this page and this page. And then we have the other side of this window pocket and another envelope or folder. Just slides right in there. And then we have that page, that page, and the end. So, I have created these two pockets that have cards for them. They're just going to go on a page. They're going to just paper clip on a page. They're completely removable. They have journaling cards in them. I also created another little booklet with hinges that I'm just going to make a pocket for. And so there it is. I've created mini envelopes to put in. I created this just pad of paper. These two bookmarks that are magnetized. A file folder that I don't yet know what I'm going to do with, but I made it out of one of the pages. Another one of those little booklets. And these, I used we made, I think, one of these yesterday. 2 journaling cards and the papers. 2 more mini envelopes. 3 more mini envelopes. The 2 big envelopes from the kit I made and turned into paper clips. So it will clip on the page. And when it'll flip over. So what'll happen is, let's see. Let's get it clipped on here all the way. Okay. So it's clipped to the page. You have a tuck spot over here. And this will flip out and there's room to put a journaling card. from whatever page I put it on. And that's the 2 big envelopes are that way. So pretty much at this point, I just need to make some of those skinny tags to go in those pockets in the flip out pages. Sew this signature in, and then we just get to embellish away. And so I think I can make some skinny tags from these 2 pages and just apply them to card. And I'll use that other tag as a template for that. But that's it, guys. We're almost done. I mean, really, it's just sew in the signatures or the signature, and then embellish it and put some lace and stuff in here, make it all pretty, decorate the cover. And I am not worried about my pages because we've unfolded them for one. Doing this because we're going to have lace here that's going to cover that to extend this cover out a little bit. So I'm not worried about that. I just have to figure out what I want to do to the cover to embellish it. It's a gorgeous cover in and of itself, but I want to do a little bit of embellishing on it. But I do love it just as it is, really. So I may enhance what's already here, not cover, but enhance. That's what I think. So, guys, that's really all I had for today. Sorry again for making mistakes again. It's going to happen. Mistakes happen. I could probably trim down some journal cards, but anyway, I'm going to make the tags. Mistakes happen. Just go with it when they do. If you get mistakes, figure out a way around them. I may be able to use those magnets still and make a closure. If that doesn't work, I'll be working on that tomorrow. So this video is going to go up either Thursday or I think I have one scheduled to go up tomorrow, which is Thursday. So this would go up on Friday if that's the case. I don't have another Artzology one though, but we'll see. So this could go tomorrow because I want to keep them coming, and then the project will be done. So probably tomorrow evening, this is when this will go live. I thank y'all for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions or if you want a tutorial on something I showed that I didn't, other than the clear page, because I don't want to have to print out 2 more pages of those arches or anything. But it's not really, it was a sheet protector that I applied the arch pages over, cut the sides off to make the pockets. It's pretty simple, but if you do want to see a tutorial on it, I'll do a tutorial on it. Just leave your comments below on anything that you would like to see. If you haven't seen me do magnets or paper clips and you want a tutorial on that, so just leave your comments below. I appreciate all the comments that you all have been leaving. I really appreciate you watching my channel, and I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening. Bye.